Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prepper, guys. And in this video today, I'm going to begin the first stages of building my tiny house for my family. Now, what you see right here in front of you is a 18-foot trailer. And what we've done is we've went and got the framework materials to begin the framing on this trailer. Now, as always, I have to build projects recycling things. It's just something I prefer to do. So this used to be an automotive hauling trailer. And so what we've done is we stripped down all the old boards, and I'm going to cut down these 2x4s to go inside the rails. And the way this is going to work is each video I'm going to show you another step that I'm doing in the process, because there's no way I can do a whole build video on this. It'd just be way too long. So we're going to take this video by video. So the next video you'll see is where this is actually framed in, and then I'll be explaining how to do the insulation, things like that. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to have these 2x4s cut to fit in the grooves here where they're recessed on the angle iron. I'm going to repaint that angle iron so that it don't rust any further. And then what's going to happen is when those 2x4s they're going to be running this way. I just got these laid like this for the minute to brace this up. What will happen is you'll have this 2x6 subfloor on top of the frame. And now I'm going to have this exactly 8 foot wide because you can have it 8.5 wide and be legal. But you have to remember you're going to have your exterior on each side, so that's going to continue the width out a little bit. I may go 7 foot 6 inches. I'm not sure yet. I'm really debating. In the next video I'll let you know what I ended up with. But now as far as this goes, is once these boards are in place, then I'll be able to come back, and where there's going to be a lip on each side, because this is going to be upright and I'm going to drill through with carriage bolts, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'll be able to come through here and put OSB, or I'm sorry, exterior board, sheet board, so that this will be completely sealed in, and then I'm going to put insulation in there, and then we'll come over with our subfloor, actually put down our flooring before we put down our good hardwood floor. Now, what the process is going to be is, number one, is never use a cordless drill for this. You're going to burn up a good drill, because you're going to have to drill through metal, then drill through wood, then take the long drill bit and run through the wood, which I don't have with me at the moment, but pretty much it's a flange bit and a very long bit. Matter of fact, let me walk over here and grab that, because I want to show that to you guys. Right here, it's going to be speed bore 5/8, because you want to be a little oversized. That sucker is a monster, but very necessary for what we're getting into, because you're going to have to go through that 2x6, then down through the 2x4. Now, for the metal, what I'm going to use is a pilot point, and DeWalt is pretty inexpensive, but you can see right here it's got like a little point that starts, and then it drops on down to the main bit. Now I'm going to put 2 of these type bolts right here down through each of these. So you're going to have a very secure home to this trailer. I may go every other one, but anyway, right there you go, 1/2 inch, and then I've got lock washer to go on the inside, so that's going to cinch down through the wood, and I'm going to tighten it until it becomes level and flush, and then that'll be tightened up against the metal frame on the bottom. And then for the time being, just to get this rough framed, what I'm going to use is 3-inch deck screws, the coarse thread, to get this all sealed up together. Now this right here, when you're beginning to do something like this, I cannot overstress 2 things. Number 1 is take your time. Number 2 is make sure that the framework that you're working with and everything, make sure that it is square. And the best route to go about this, if you're doing it like on a trailer like I've got right here, alright, is the best thing to do is do this in 3 sections. So I'm going to do like 1 section, and then I'm going to do like the section reaching just past the tire, and then I'll do a final little section at the end back there, and then tie all those together, and the joists and everything, and then that pretty much you've got a subfloor done. Now, some points that is going to be unique about this build is, number 1, as far as the trailer wiring and everything, I'm going to actually have that pulled We're actually going to take all this wiring out of it for right now. I'm going to take that to a trailer shop, and I'm actually going to run a conduit underneath this that's going to run back, drop to the axles, and then it's going to run further on back into the lights. So that'll be the only cable or anything wiring exposed under the trailer. Now, as far as plumbing goes, all the plumbing lines for the water and everything will be ran within this house. I'm actually going to have a water containment unit inside the house, and I'm going to go over the layout of how this house is going to be constructed roughly, right now the rough layout, but the plumbing will be all inside. Now the toilet, as far as waste, I'm not going to have a gray water or waste containment. Gray water is going to dump right out of the house. The toilet system, I'm not even going to get into yet. I want to surprise you because I'm going to do something I think totally new in the tiny house movement with the waste system. Now, let's talk framing out this on the inside. As far as the layout of this house is going to go, I'm going to have all the water stuff to the front. So I believe what we're going to do, other than the kitchen sink, is we're going to have like the toilet and the shower back here. And I'm not going to explain the toilet yet because, like I said, I want to surprise you. I think you're going to be blown away by that. There's going to be a loft above here for us. And then I believe what I'm going to do in the living room is I'm going to try to put my wood stove, my little coal wood stove fireplace. See a link right there in the video above the iCard to take you to that, where I restored that from my grandmother. So I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to have the house where that you actually enter the house, I think, from the side. I got really inspired by that layout when me and Randy were working on the American Freedom model. You can see that iCard right there and go view that video. Really inspired me to do the side door thing, because a lot of people do the door at the back of the house, and I'm not down for that. I really like the side. So anyway, we're going to go with that for the side. So you'll come in, and then right here, this bathroom, instead of a opening door, I think I'm just going to do a roller track door for that. And then the living room here will have like a couch when you first come in, and then there'll be, like I said, the wood stove over here. And then I'm going to actually have the kitchen extension out. So you're going to have the kitchen area here in an L. I believe I'm going to do that in an L for my wife. And I may do the galley thing. I don't know. I'm going to try to fix the island, an island where that it can like move, but whenever we're traveling, like locked down, like you see in those new campers and RVs. And above it will be our bedroom. I'm going to fix it up. Now, I'm not going to come down with an A-frame roof. We're going to kind of do like the barn roof style, I believe. I may just go almost flat with the roof and everything. Now, as far as powering this house, what I'm going to do is for the water and everything, we're going to have that water containment unit. I'm going to make sure and build that onto a DC pump. I'm going to have a DC water heating element. It's going to be completely off-grid. I'm not going to deal with none of this bullcrap drama with tying into electric companies or having to worry about hooking up. I am, however, though, going to fix up a converter so that should I want to hook this thing up like an RV, I can, so it will have the 30-amp disconnect. I'm going to definitely do that. Now, as far as the kitchen goes, where I'm going to put my battery bank, though, is the battery bank will actually be stashed up here in the kitchen, over close next to the refrigerator module. I may go with a Waco DC fridge. I don't know yet. Still debating on whether to go AC DC with that. I really want to take this thing and do completely off-grid. I mean, I own an off-grid contracting company. I think we really need to practice what we preach, right? So the battery bank will be right in here. I'm going to go with the Optima Yellow Top 12-volt batteries. That's my favorite pick of all batteries out there, and so I'm going to go with that. That's going to be on a system set up for probably 3 to start out with. Now the window AC unit thing, what I'm going to do is on the back of this here where it's 18 feet, the length is not affected. You know, I think you can have a trailer road legal for like 60 feet. So, I mean, we're only a third of the way there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I guess, cantilever or whatever off the back with a battery box, like me and Randy done on that one build. The water heater, plug it out here too. It looked like there was plenty of space. So we'll probably build onto the back and do that. And what I'll do then is I'll have the water out here, the DC pump out here, the battery system out here, and so everything that needs to be serviced, if I ever need to service the module, it'll all be out back. And then that way when you walk in the house, the aesthetics of it being like a normal house is in place. But I mean, for the most part, what you're going to see in the second video is you're going to see where that I have bolted these through, and I framed this out, and then I always review. Each video will be talking about what I'll do next, and then reviewing what I did in the last. So the next video will be reviewing how this is put together, the framework, and step by step, and then we will be reviewing what we're going to be doing next, which will be the insulation and everything. And so guys, I hope you enjoy this build. As always, I strive to keep my word to you subscribers. When I say I'm going to do a project, I'm going to do it. This is one of many you'll see this summer. And until we see again here at Seven Trumpets Prepper Channel, I hope you have a most blessed day in Yahushua's name.